I'm not sure if you've noticed this, but everything is now ridiculously expensive. Reverb.com has made it so everyone knows how much everything costs all the time, and you're never going to get a good deal ever again. So maybe you've decided to get off the computer and start to talk to people in your local community, also on the computer. Hi, I have a band called Sleep Debt Ceiling. I'm here to tell you how to buy stuff on Craigslist like a functional human being. I'm going to look at this from both the buyer and the seller perspective with general advice I've learned over the years. Purchasing things. I love buying products. If there's one important rule for buying things on Craigslist, whether you are buying or whether you are selling, don't waste the other person's time. They are asking you because they are interested. That's it. Be accommodating, be honest, be straightforward, but don't waste their time. Now that I've wasted your time, let me begin with my advice for buyers. Say you're on your computer scrolling around. You're on your damn phone with your hand in your pants. So say you're a buyer. You go onto Craigslist and you type in guitar and you start looking at everything in a 30-mile radius of where you live. That's awesome. The first thing you should do is look at listings, look at prices, and I don't know, see if it looks good. Look at the pictures, look at the description. If they can't spell a single word, maybe you're getting scammed. If you see a listing that looks good at a fair price that you think that might work for you, click the little button up at the top and it'll either have their phone number or it'll have an email that you can go through. It's going to go through Craigslist, so it's mediated by the site a little bit, but you do unfortunately have to use a thing called email etiquette. Whether you're texting or emailing someone, it's very easy to just fall into this basic human pattern for humans. Hi, my name is first name. I'm messaging you about thing you are selling. Do you have any more information? Now, you wait. You don't spam them repeatedly. You don't follow up with a million questions. If you have one question, ask the question, but don't waste their time. If they don't respond to you, they probably already sold the thing and are afraid of confrontation, so just leave them alone forever. If they do respond to you, great. Now you can ask if you can try it out, if you can go somewhere, if you can do all sorts of things, if you can play the damn instrument. Do you really need a tutorial on how to buy things on the internet? Is this where we are? Are you so disenfranchised from your local community that you only know how to buy things if it's on fucking DoorDash or Reverb.com? So yeah, when they text you back, they'll probably have some info on the thing. This is the great part for you. You get to talk about the thing you want. You get to ask them some questions. You get to ask about the condition. You'll get to ask them things like how long they've had it. Is there anything I should know about it? Is there a time or place where I can go try it out? Trying it out is very important if you're unsure. Something like a pedal is kind of hard to break. I'm not saying that they can't break, but you would have to try your best to break it. If you are unsure of what you are buying, it is in your best interest to ask the person if you can try it out. This now opens the can of worms of meeting strangers on the internet. I know, you've been locked inside of your house for the past 4 months, speaking to no one, texting only a group chat who responds, haha, to everything you say. At some point, if you want to try something out, you should probably stop by their place to do it, which is something you should be very careful with. Always, just let one person know where you're going. If someone lives at 123 Real Address Avenue, tell your friend, hey, I'm gonna buy something on Craigslist at this specific location. If I don't respond in 5 hours, I'm dead. But just be normal when talking to the seller. Time and place, basic info. You're not gonna spend hours there, I sure hope. Just make sure to show up on time, try it out, see if it's something that you'd like, and bring the money with you when you're going. Normally stuff is cash, but if it's going to be through Venmo, actually pay. I don't know how else to say this. Have the money for the thing. Don't waste everyone's time. So great, you came in, you tried it out, you want to buy it, you give them the money, they give you the guitar, you go home. It's over. If you don't like the guitar later, too fucking bad. Again, don't waste everyone's time. Don't come here asking for your $500 back or whatever. It's over. You bought it. Take some responsibility for your damn actions, even if it's how you spend your stupid money. Hi there. I'm really sorry that I yelled at you like that. I would like to have a brief aside on haggling. Now, haggling is a kind of thing that people talk about in hushed tones, and I think that there's like these secret strategies to doing it. But if you remember my rule of don't waste everyone's time, it'll go fine. Now, if you're haggling, what's very important is the price of what you are trying to buy and how much you would like shaved off. This is all about personability. This is all about what you think it's worth and how you can communicate it to the person you are talking to. When you're haggling with someone, here's the secret. They usually want to get rid of the thing that they're selling, but they want to get rid of it and get something out of it. So if you are trying to give them less money for the thing, you better have at least a reason. I have messaged sellers before saying, hi, I'm buying this because it's my birthday and I don't have a lot of money right now. Can I just take like $20 off? And if it's like a high enough price, if it's like $20 off a $500 guitar, they're not going to care. However, if you're like, can I have this for half off just because, they're going to scream at you. If you can do a trade, bring something else, even if it's small, it will help your case a lot more if you would like to haggle. You can't just ask for money off just because you don't want to spend more money. You have to understand that you're speaking to another human being with wants, needs, feelings, and emotions. All things that I hope to have someday. I think I've explained enough on how to buy things, unless I watch this back and I realize I didn't say shit. If you are selling things on Craigslist.com, you are the one putting up the listing. You are responsible for the listing. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you put up pictures of the thing that you are selling. Pictures that you took yourself. If you're copy pasting images from Google into your Craigslist listing, I just need you to know every person you've ever met hates you. Anyways, as the seller, when making your listing, what you need to do is make sure that the information is accurate. Have pictures that you took of the item that you're putting. Have a description that matches what it is. If you want to explain how you got it, how long you've had it, specific details about it, go ahead. If you want to be like, I threw this pedal against the wall, so it has a scratch on it. Oops. That's fine. If you can explain, it increases your trust. It makes people want to engage more because it doesn't seem like you're hiding something. If you are hiding something, everyone can tell. If you have no pictures of the thing you're selling and say, just trust me, bro, I am afraid I'm going to get murdered. Similar to the pictures, just make sure stuff is spelled right. Like in the previous section, I just said, make sure that things are spelled right, make sure that the info is in line. That's on you. It's all about building trust with the person who is going to be buying it, who is most likely going to be a stranger, unless you're doing some weird you like pina coladas situation, in which case, that's what the personals are for. So if you're a seller, you're inviting strangers to your house. I'm sorry. When you are speaking to a buyer, all I ask is don't be weird. Communicate, explain what you need, stick to the basics, don't be weird. There was one time I was buying an amp. I had to drive out a couple hours to get it, and I got a call from the guy who was selling it. Cool, fine enough. He's like, hi, are you on the way? I said, yes, of course. Just on the way now. I'll probably be there in about 30 minutes. He says, cool, I'm just stepping out for a bit, but, and these are his exact words, I'll have the wife let you in, just make sure not to fuck her or anything. I was like 19 or 20 at the time, so this was very strange. I recognized it was a joke, but it was a joke that made me somewhat uncomfortable, you could say. When I actually got to the house, he was totally fine and nice and open and stuff like that, but little encounters like that are the kind of thing that will make someone turn around and go, I don't think I'm wandering into a good situation. Trust your gut on these sort of things. Whether you're buying or selling something on Craigslist, if something seems sketch, you don't have to do it. You can back out. It's fine. Just leave. Hit the brake. Why am I doing this? Another thing, if you are the seller, say you've sold the guitar, everything's good. Everything's cool. Please do the world a favor. Remove the listing from Craigslist if it's gone. Please don't leave your listing up for several months. I would like to say to you again, don't waste everyone's time. Anyways, let me speak to my real enemy in the Craigslist ecosystem. If you own a secondhand music store where you sell like guitars and amps and all that crap, get off of our website. Don't put hundreds of listings on the local Craigslist that all point back to your store. There's this thing called the Yellow Pages or Facebook or advertising or running a fucking store. Stop wasting my life by putting these stupid listings on here and guaranteeing I will never go to your store for any reason. Fuck off. Just like be respectful to people. Just understand that like another person is going to be looking at this, and when you're talking to them, interacting with them, trying to sell stuff, trying to do anything, just be decent. Is that controversial to say? I would like to remind you again that I have a band called Sleep Debt Ceiling. I am literally only making this video so that you will listen to my music. It's available on Bandcamp and also all the stupid streaming service that are skull-fucking your attention span right this second. I have an EP called Dead Air Trap that's about how the world is a nightmare. You can go listen to it everywhere. Follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky, and to subscribe and like the video if you like the video. Tell me what you think that I should talk about next. I love talking into a camera. What the fuck? There's a kitty?
'Cause I'm a dead dog in the backyard.